saw down between them. So I'm going to have these two shear strips on the deck meet here at the bow. And I'd like to sort of miter them together so they have a shared center line here and fit down there nice and tight together, making a nice V shape right there at the bow. So these strips are beveled on this bottom edge, so they fit down against the bevel I put on the shear strip of the hull, and so they fit down there nice and tight. And I want to get them so they overlap here and meet each other right at the center line. So that looks like right about there is the center line. Goes up to about there. So it's there and there. So I'm going to take and connect those marks. Cut off the excess here. Shave these down a little bit. So these strips are going to fit down here at this angle. So at this angle, and they're going to meet right at the center line at a vertical angle. So I'm going to hold the strip in the orientation that's going to fit into the boat and hold my plane, so let's see it easier on this side, hold my plane so it's matching, so it's vertical on this face here. So this strip's in the orientation it needs to be, and the plane is representing the center line. It's a little bit easier for me to do on this side with the camera in the way, so I'll start it there. Again, holding this strip at the angle it's going to fit in the boat, and holding the base of the plane vertical. So hold this strip at the orientation it's going to be on the boat, hold the face of the plane vertically. And I haven't come down to the line yet. I want to see how it's starting to meet. Alright. It's looking pretty good as a first effort. All this excess here I don't really need. It's hanging over where the stem of the boat will be. Alright, so it's going to fit down something like that. At this point it's hanging over this edge a little bit, so the taper needs to let the strip come in a little bit narrower. So what I'm going to do is just hold it in the orientation it wants to be there, then take a saw and saw down between them. So now it's a little closer. It's a nice tight fit there. Still a little bit of an overhang, get it centered on there. Let's take another pass at it. So by cutting in the middle there, I'm moving this more towards the center line. Alright, that looks like it's... So I'm going to take some glue. Put it up on that surface there where it's glued together. So I'm just getting it tight together right there. All right, that's good. Over on this boat, I've got those two shear strips in place, and in this case I'm going to run the next strip right up the center line, and I want to make a point centered on this strip so this fits up in between these two strips, and these both have a cove showing. So this will be centered right about there, from there to there. It goes right up into that point, something like that. From there to there. It centers up here someplace. So we'll mark a point on this. So I've got that point marked on there. I'll start by just roughing it out with a knife. Oops. This actually has a little bit of a split. See that? I don't want to use that. So I've got enough length of this strip. I'm just going to slide it forward, cut it off, mark it up again. That split, if I'd gotten the strip on without splitting it, wouldn't have been a big deal. Once the epoxy's all on it, it would have been sufficiently reinforced that I wouldn't have to worry about it too much. But okay, just hack this back. Now we're going to plane this back to that point. Okay, so this has a bead on it, or needs to have a bead on it in order to fit into that cove. So I'll take and round over the edges a bit. Okay, it's a little bit too sharp. It's hitting in the tip before it fetches up in the sides there. So I'm going to take it, hold it a little, first strokes on the tip, and then bring it back, and we're going to do the same on the other side. And now round it again. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a round over onto that. Okay, that angle looks pretty good. It's a little bit longer on this side than it is on this side, so I'm going to, yeah, it's not centered quite right. Let's see what it looks like if I just flip it over. Yeah, it's bring this side down a bit. Alright, see, it's got a little bit of a wiggle to it. So it's still binding up at the point first. Alright, that's feeling pretty good. So I'm just lining up this strip on the center line. Might need a little adjustment, it's got a little hook to it. So I will fill up the deck by alternating between following the shear line and following the center line, and end up with sort of a herringbone pattern coming on back.